I'm your host, Sean MacKenzie. Thank you for joining me once again on my channel on data engineering. In this episode, we go back to our Microsoft Access playlist, and we're going to take a look at how to do event handling using function calls. Now, this is a very handy way of doing things for those of you that have many forms with events that use a single function or a couple of functions in a module, and it can really sort of condense and make your programming a lot simpler. Let's get to it. Interested in more cool topics like these? Make sure to check out my Patreon. The link is in the description. Okay guys, this is a pretty fun one today. I'm using this file here called VBA call function with equal sign, and we're going to be using a form a little bit later, but we're going to start with a module because we want to show how we can use this reusable code throughout our program. And so what we're going to do is we'll create a function inside of our module here and we'll just call it function hello. If I could type here, we could do hello. There we go. Okay, so we're going to make the simplest function ever. Now, I will note very strongly that we are going to be using functions in a way that you might normally use a subroutine. And so we can hit go on it if we want on the toolbar, or we can call it from the immediate window, and we can call it by simply typing in question mark hello, and that will cause the code to execute in the same way as pressing play on the toolbar, which is very handy. So let's minimize that. We're going to go new form design on the create ribbon there, and we're going to create a new form, and the form is just going to run the code that we created. And so in order to do that, we're going to drag a button from the controls, and we're going to drop that button onto the canvas there, and we can rename our button. We'll call it CMD Hello, and that'll give it a nice usable name for our form. And we can change the caption. We'll just put something in there like say hi, and that is going to give us something that we can use to call our code. From there, let's go ahead and save our project here. So we can click on the save button, and that's going to give me the opportunity to give this new form a name, and I'll just call it FRM1. I'll use the Lazinski naming convention there, and that's going to give us our first form. And so that's very handy. Now what we can do in our on-click event is, you'll notice that on-click, like you're probably used to if you've done this a few times, and this is the same for all of those events, you can choose an event procedure, or you can choose a macro. In fact, if you click on the ellipsis beside that event, you can see the options that you have, which are the macro builder, the expression builder, or the code builder. And so you can do things like drop an expression in there, but lots of people don't know that you can actually use a function here, and you can call it by using the equal sign and then dropping the name of your function in there. Now it has to be a function that is in a module and not the forms code in the class module that's attached. So it has to be available, so it has to have visibility throughout the program. And so we did that earlier, and so now if I open this form and I click on my button, you'll see that the code runs. And that can be very handy because as you know, if you've done lots of Microsoft Access projects or other programming projects, you'll know that sometimes you end up in a situation where you call the same code over and over. Okay, let's copy and paste that and save it as form 2. So now we have the same form in 2 places. You can see I've opened the design view here of form 2, and you can see that it also has the function call that we had in form 1. And so you can open form 2 and you can click on say hi, and it will run the exact same code. Now if you have a huge procedure with 100 or 1,000 lines in it that's very complicated and you're reusing it, well, that's a very big win. Now we could actually copy and paste it a third time just for demonstration. So we'll paste that and we'll call it form 3, and you can see that now we have 3 forms that have the same code running, and we have not created any form code yet that we have to manage in our program. Now the form code is sort of the code behind that handles all of the events in a form, and so if you'd clicked the code builder, it would have opened the form events, thereby creating a new area of code that has to be managed. Okay, let's go ahead and save our module because it is not showing up on our navigator there because we have not saved it yet. So let's save that, and now we can sort of take a look. So this is our code here. This is our module that we created, and these are the 3 forms that don't have any code behind on them yet that has to be managed. And so we've only put the function call into the properties, and that kind of simplifies things. So if I open the Project Explorer here, you'll see that we don't have any form code in our database yet because we've got our code in our module. And so those 3 forms are simplified a little bit by reusing that code that we created in our module. And so that's a nice simple way of doing it, and we could extend the functionality by creating another form to demonstrate some navigation. And so we'll just make a blank form here, and we'll drop a label on it. We'll just say this is some other form, just so that we can show how we can make one set of code that does its work from many different places. And so let's create some text on there. I think that'll be good enough for our demonstration. So we'll save this as, some other form. So we'll call it form other, and now we've got 3 forms, and the code that we want to run will run from form 1, form 2, and form 3. And the code that will run is in our module called mod hello. And there we go. We've got our module. We can close the Explorer there. But we could do other actions in here like opening a form, and so now we've got an open form command that is called 3 times, but it's only written 1 time, and that's kind of what we want to see there. And so that function there is going to be very, very handy. If I just run it from the immediate window, you can see it'll give me that nice little message, and then it'll open that form. So now if I close those forms, I can open each one individually. There's form 1. I can go hello, and then I can have another form open from one place, and it's the same thing if I open form 2. It uses the same code and executes exactly the way we want. And if I close that and go to form 3, of course I get the same thing from there. And so this is a very nice way of consolidating code into one place, and it helps you to adhere to the dry principle, which means do not repeat yourself, because you do not want to have code copied all over the place in your system. It's just bad practice. And so if you can reuse your code, and if you can simplify your function calls, then it'll make maintenance of your application that much easier. Now you might be wondering, well, what does it look like if I want to call the module code from the form code? Wouldn't that make sense, and can't I do that? And the answer is yes, you can. You can do that by taking out the entry here of the function call and creating an event procedure. So we could go ahead and just delete our function call there, and we can use the ellipsis there. We can choose event procedure here and then hit ellipsis, and it'll come up directly, and that's going to give us our event procedure, which you can see here, and that's 2 lines of code. And then we can put in our function call here instead, so we could just say call hello. We're using call because it is a function, and it doesn't have any arguments, so you don't actually have to put the arguments on it. But there we go, we have our event procedure that is calling our module code, and this should operate the same way as what we saw before, except now we've programmed a few lines inside of our form code. There you go, you can see it works just like it did before. And some people actually do prefer to put the extra coding in. It can make it easier to do debugging. But if you have hundreds or even thousands of places where a particular function is called, managing those 3 lines can actually turn into a bit of a headache compared to just calling it as a function call. And so that's really up to you. I have found places where the function call just didn't work for me and I had to use an event procedure, but I've also found the opposite in many cases where the function call was very, very helpful at simplifying big, nasty, complicated situations. Do you have a situation where this would help? Need advanced time collection for your contractors out in the field? Make sure to check out my Bill Zone system. The link is in the description.